Going for probably 5 years, and then in the last couple of years it's just developed, and what I wanted to do was give back to Southland, because Southland's been so fantastic to myself, family and the Seriously Good Chocolate Company. So the concept of the food hub is to bring business community and the community together to develop, to come up with initiatives and develop new products that we can take to the market. And one of the things for the Seriously Good Chocolate Company was to take the chocolate to market one bite at a time, but take it, the flavours and everything about Southland to New Zealand and the world. So the same concept is what I wanted for the food hub. And I realised that there wasn't anything down here that anybody could come to and develop products, initiatives that they had, and see if they were going to run and take them to market. So without being too nervous, this is a dream that has come true. Look, you don't see it, and it's been many years in the making. So it's, yeah, I'm a bit tired. So it's yeah, it's happened, and I'm very proud, and I just want to thank some people. Obviously Minister Nash for coming, and I was so excited when you said you'd come after the last visit. I got a bit carried away explaining all the new things we could do in Southland, and Dean for doing the blessing, that's amazing. And then some people I really want to especially thank is the Provincial Development Unit, because without them this wouldn't happen. And I really especially want to thank Murray Beaton, who couldn't be here today, and Mark Patterson, who's down the back there and didn't want me to thank him. Mark has believed in what we're doing and hung in with me, and we finally made it, Mark, so thank you very much. And now he's handed me over to Monica, poor Monica, but anyway, she'll cope with me, so Monica's here today too.
Thank you, Jane. Now I'm going to call on Minister Nash. Minister Nash is the Minister for Regional and Economic Development. He's a very busy man. He's also the Minister of Tourism, Forestry and Small Business. And this is actually his holiday, so we are really delighted that he was able to come and join us, and that his family were willing to let him do that. So thank you for being here, Minister, and we'll turn over to you.
Toihe Mauri ora, tui te whakapono, tui te tūmanako, tui te araha, tui te hunga ora, ki te hunga ora, Toihe Mauri ora, ka nui te me kia koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. I'd like to acknowledge the Mayor, Tim Shadbolt, thank you very much. Dean, thank you very much for the karakia and the blessing. Cecilia is head of the Angel Association actually. We love our angels, and if anyone has seen Cecilia's CV, it is absolutely outstanding. So she knows a good business when she sees one. Great to have someone like you involved. Jane, well, you know, look, one thing I will say is that Provincial Growth Fund, we had about 1,200 projects. There's about 890 still going. I was down here about 5 weeks ago, and you know, we do get quite a lot of opportunities to cut ribbons and this sort of stuff. But after being plied with chocolates and gin, yeah, she makes gin, and Jane saying, you've got to come down for the opening. Well, how can I turn that down? And so thank you very much for finding the perfect time. I mean, you know, this is exactly what the Provincial Growth Fund and the Provincial Development Unit and our economic development strategy are about. You know, just coming down to the Southern Pioneers Food Hub again is just awesome. It epitomises everything that we want to achieve. It's engaging locals, it's finding a competitive advantage, it's finding someone with extreme passion and vision. And you've just, you know, you've heard a little bit of that passion. You're about to see a lot of that vision. Well, this is part of the vision. You've seen the way that Jane and Chris, I acknowledge you as well, bring people together. But it's, you know, that's only half of it. But then actually making it happen is fantastic, and it's, you know, I'm so pleased that we could invest in this and make your dream a reality. I know this is just stage one, I know this is stage two, and I have absolutely no doubt there'll be stage 3 and 4 at some point in time. But it is about engaging with communities, because even though, you know, we have the hub, we have the building, I know the machines have arrived, thank goodness, from overseas, that's COVID for you. It is about building communities. And Jane, that's what you do. You know, there are job opportunities for people who perhaps wouldn't have had jobs before. There are growth opportunities, and it's about understanding the value and the vision and the competitive advantage of communities and just making it happen. And that's why it is so cool. It's such a pleasure to be here. It's such a pleasure to have my family come along as well. Now they know that You know, what does Dad do? In fact, my daughter Isabella, we had some people around for dinner about a year or so ago now, and one of them asked Isabella, what does your daddy do for a job? And she said, he's Jacinda's little helper. I suppose I am. But one of the great pleasures of my role as Minister for Economic Development and Regional Economic Development is coming to these openings where I see people like Jane and Chris and the team realise the vision. And it's just wonderful to be back in Southland, and thank you very much for inviting me. And you know, I don't know about gin, but if there's some chocolates there, I've promised the little one something like that. But and the last thing I would say is there is absolutely no doubt that the name of the Seriously Good Chocolate Company does not underdeliver in any way, shape or form. It is very, very aptly named. And Cecilia, when you said you're a director, I don't think you've eaten enough of the product. Catherine Strigg, my press sec, and I, when we walked away, about 24 hours later, it was like, oh my God, what's happened? But thank you very much for inviting me. It's an absolute pleasure and a privilege to be here and to be part of this fantastic occasion. Kia ora, thank you. We now declare the Southern Food Hub, Pioneers Food Hub, officially open. Congratulations.